Yo, welcome back. Last time we explored the fourth island, and notably it's snowing, and the Monocle is like crashed into the port. And there's a place called the Library of Babel, which are a bunch of random books, and it also has statues of Monokuma, not Monokuro, Monokuma, and a bunch of characters from the first game. And Monocuro's being weird because there's been no announcement for a bit. Actually, no one has seen Monocuro since the end of the tutorial. And he held an event where he got all of us to the Tower of Babel and told us to pick a book at random and read it behind like a glass case. And our book had like a weird password thing. We don't know what other people's book had, and we're doing that every day apparently. And now Nikki told us to go to his room so we can talk about stuff. So that's what we're doing. Yes, I'm going. I went to Nikki's room with Yorko. Oh, sorry, and Yorko, you're here. You're late. So you were all here. Hero, I guess you're looking pretty fine. You sure you don't need any rest? Oh yeah, I had a bit of a stomachache and I got better after I went to the bathroom. Stomachache? I thought it was a headache. Well, it was a headache. Then it was a stomachache, but I got over both of them. That aside, where's the room owner? Nick said he needed to take a trip to the bathroom. Just left a moment ago, and I guess you missed each other. Okay, we're not seeing him. I see. By the way, what a dirty room we have here. Huh, Yuki? What are you doing with your handbook? Oh, you see, I was wondering about the code we saw earlier in the tower. I just have to check. Dang it, I guess it doesn't work. What were you trying out exactly? Did any of you have something written on your book when you picked it up? I asked Stingy and Aurora, and it seemed like we all saw something similar. Well, for me, I saw some unrecognizable string of English letters and numbers. Oh, really? Mine was like that as well. Well, this is Yuki's idea, but perhaps there's the reset code we were looking for. Yep, reset code. Oh, wait. Yeah, the book had 5 strings of 5 letters each written on it. There are 4 hyphens separating 5 strings you have to input on the handbook. Okay, we didn't see that. The player didn't see that, but sure. Yeah, it seems the same. That means... Monaco mentioned that we should test our luck, right? That it might contain info beneficial to us. After we parted ways, I was wondering what that code could have meant. Then I remembered the existence of the reset code. Is there any chance that you two remember it? No, unfortunately. If I knew it could have been a hint for the reset code, I would of course remembered it. Could you like remember 25 digits just like that, like after looking at it for 20 seconds? I think I could do 15 like max. I think 25 is too much. But that never crossed my mind when I was reading it. Yuki, let's leave it at that for now. We can't help it if we can't remember it. And we're not even sure what would happen if we solved the reset code anyway. What if it's something dangerous? I guess you're right, but... if what Yuki suspects is true, and we're picking the potential reset codes in that tower, we still have a chance. Monaco said that we would have to be there every day to pick up the books, right? You're right, we have another chance tomorrow. Now we know it's probably the reset code. I should probably bring something I can write on. But we should all be careful. We don't know what's going to come out of this after all. What is it, Iro? Why would Monaco try to teach us about the reset codes? Is there any benefits to the voids by doing this? I mean, you tell us. Beats me. Well, normally we'd have no clue, but now we have someone to ask precisely that. And when the heck is that someone going to arrive? Is he taking number 2 or something? Phew, that was a good one. What? Oh, sorry, Yuriko, you're here. Speak of the devil, huh? Had a nice shit? You bet, the best one I had. Wait, why are you even asking me that? Just sit down, everyone. So it's funny. Ura, Yuki, Yuriko, Shinji, and Sora. Good. Everyone I wanted is here. Finally, we can talk the important stuff. We have a bunch of questions, you know? Yeah, I know how you feel, but there's something I want to tell you first. Can we keep the questions until after that? You really don't want us to ask questions, huh? Something you must tell us? First off, I apologize for taking so long. I might have made me panic quite a bit by stalling this much. But I had no time to spare. I had no time to spare, so I stalled as much as possible. Something unbelievable had happened. Something unbelievable. Do you know I was searching for Mikado ever since I arrived here? Well, that was because the situation now makes 0 sense for us voids. What do you mean it makes 0 sense? This is not the 4th island. What? Well, to be precise, the 4th island was not like this. The one I knew, the one we knew for our plans, isn't some place like this. So you mean we arrived on the wrong island? The position itself is correct, but that island originally didn't have any snow, or that tower for that matter. The city in the middle was supposed to be much larger. There was supposed to be a bridge connecting us to the next island. So there's stuff that's missing, so what's the deal? Did the plan go south, or did Mikado trick you, voids? That's probably not it. Mikado himself seemed to be distressed about this. I guess he was speaking some nonsense about there being no hope for him. That's why you've been looking for Mikado all this time. Right, isn't that weird? Mikado should have been the one to come up with the plan. And even he doesn't know about this? Ask Mikado about this and there can be only one answer. Somebody from the outside has intervened. Somebody from the outside? From who and where? Somebody from the real world. Okay. Yep. It's as I predicted. What? What do you mean the real world? What about the one we're living in right now? No, the place we're standing right now isn't reality. It's just a virtual space that's been constructed to look like one. You know what this means. Kanade is still alive, guys. Or maybe, possibly. When Nikkei uttered those words, no one, including me, showed any response at all. Of course we did. It was something so ridiculous that we didn't know how we should react to it. He literally just went ahead and defined the reality we currently exist in. Well, can I get your tongue? Didn't you hear me? This is a virtual world, I say. Nikkei. What? No, it's nothing. Hold on, so you're telling me that the room we're in right now isn't actually reality? That's nonsense. No matter how you look at it, this is the real world. I know it's hard to swallow, but it's the truth. You've been stripped of your memories before you entered this place. That's why you never noticed. Losing your memories? You mean not just me, but everyone here is amnesiac? Well, to be honest, I don't know why you don't have any memories. But think of... Okay, so you know who we are, right? But think about the others. As we established, the very first day we got caught up in this, none of us knew exactly how we wound up in this place. Of course you can. Us voids erased all memories when we sent you to this virtual world. That can't be. Okay, memory erasing I can understand, but virtual reality? Come on, really? How can you create a reality like this? The best VR and AR games I've seen look like cardboard cutouts compared to this. I hate to interrupt, but what? What do you mean virtual reality? And what's up with VR and AR? I can't keep up. Bro, have you been living under a rock? Read the news or something. VR, short for virtual reality. It literally means creating a virtual space that imitates reality. But technology is still far from what we consider actual reality. Our senses feel too real for this to be VR instead of the actual physical real world. AR stands for augmented reality. It's basically passing virtual info on top of reality. Also, it's AR. This is actually a huge set piece, and the enormous AR machine is faking the environment around us. You know, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill VR or AR. It's a BCI-type virtual real-time world. That can't be. Even the most advanced tech barely has an interactable interface. Why do you know so much about this, Yuriko? And you're saying this is a BCI? BCI, what's that? Brain-computer interface. Okay, Yuriko, you're hiding something. In other words, you connect your brain directly to the computer to connect to the virtual world. As your brain gets direct transmit from the computer, you would be able to feel virtual reality as a real one. Just like Nerf gear from Spear Art Online. Such a weeb. I didn't understand any of that, but it's like we're in a computer, right? Wait, theoretically, it might be possible, but the technology for this should be decades away from commercial use. Can you expect us to believe that such cutting-edge technology was used for a kidnapping case like this? I'm afraid I can't answer to the technological stuff. Mikado planned almost everything. I only know the surface of it. All I can tell you is that Utsuroshima does not exist anywhere in the real world. It only exists in this virtual realm. Even I have a hard time believing that, and I'm an amnesiac to begin with. Really, you expect us to believe this nonsense? You're lying, aren't you? Why would I lie if I already went ahead and betrayed the void? Yuriko, wait, he might actually be telling the truth. Yeah, Mikado's magic. What? And here I was thinking that you're the normal one among us. Just think about it, all the stuff that happened up to this point. Mikado flying around using flame magic, people being burnt to a crisp without leaving any corpse, and a talking weird creature called Monocro. The crime scene being wiped out completely clean as if nothing happened. Before the 4th island, the weather didn't even affect us all this time. Come to think of it, I never thought it was hot or cold or anything out here. It's the first time I've ever acknowledged the weather. We just assumed it was weather being clean and nice. But if this was actually the virtual world, weather won't have any meaning on us. That reminds me, Kokoro once said to us on the first day. Yeah, the SOS thing not working. It's because despite the tropical weather, the natural habitat here is very similar to the one in Japan. What's the discrimination against me? Japanese habitat with tropical weather? Is that even possible? Well, to be precise, it's somewhere between tropical and Middle Asia. Okay, we're talking about something else. Yet it looks like some southern island. So I came to the conclusion that this island has a high probability of being an artificial island, created by humans under some specific purpose. An artificial island? Oh yeah, though it feels tropical. I didn't feel hot or cold at all. You're right, even though I was wearing a fur coat, I didn't feel the slightest bit hot. Perhaps it's all a set piece and we're actually in Japan. You've got to be joking. It's exactly as she predicted, Kokoro. Just how much did you know? Not only that, but when the ship has crashed this valley, the inside is perfectly fine. The moving trial grounds and the elaborate machine parts for the executions. If everything we've seen is part of a virtual reality, then we could probably explain most of it. Alright, I'll believe you. It's not like me not believing makes a difference anyways. If you keep on distrusting me, then there's a limit to what I can tell you. We're running low on time, so could you just limit yourself to listening rather than pressing on every detail? He's right, we have to trust him, even if he's actually lying behind us. Told you, I'm not lying. Let's get back on topic. Nika, you said that the reason the Fort Island was weird was because there was an intervention from the outside world. So by outside world, you mean someone from the real physical world, right? If the stuff about the virtual world is true, that means we're connected to computers in a socially isolated place in the real world. And someone from the real world intervened to create unexpected happenings inside this program. Is that what you're trying to say? Exactly. But then who? If it's someone from the real world, it's at least not one of us. It's probably that person. Ray McCarr. Ray? Wait, where did we hear that name before? Oh, it's her. The orange-haired lady that we encountered along with Teruya on that very first day. Huh, wait, but then she died. Bring to a crisp by Mikado. Well, to explain that, I first have to bring you some good news. Is he actually implying that? This is the virtual world, so even if you die here, you won't die for real. Kanade's alive! Let's go! Let's go! What? Really? So everyone who had died? Yeah, they're alive. Wait, why is Hiro surprised by that? Is he lying to us right now? Yeah, they're all alive. That was probably the most hopeful thing we've ever heard. A beam of light amongst all this despair. I was barely holding my delight. That our friends were sacrificed for nothing were actually alive. Okay, I think he's lying to us. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, our friend Kanade. Everyone's best friend. That's right. They were all alive. Really? They're all alive? You're not lying, right? Stop being so suspicious. Why would I ever lie? Ray actually being alive is the living proof. I can't believe it. They're actually alive. Hajime, Kokoro, and Setsuka. Yahoo! Though we have one person who would rather have dead, but this is still amazing news. Don't hate on Kanade like that. Wait, then why did Hajime and Emma act like that? If they were a void, they must have known like this. They sincerely seemed like they were fearing death. And just a few days ago, you were talking about passing on Setsuka's dying will. If they're not actually dead, then what's up with that? It's not all good news, you see. Your life is safe, but there are some side effects. To get straight to the point, if you die here, your memories of this place get wiped off. So even if Hajime awakes, you won't remember the time he had with me? As Yuriko put it, this world is like a world inside of a computer program. I can't tell if he's lying or not. It's like you were suddenly disconnected from the server when you're playing an online game. I guess that could damage the computer. Similarly, your brain might get damaged. Who knows what such a tech could cost your brain. And because we connected all our senses to the computer, we feel the exact pain when we go through death in real life. That's probably why Hajime and Emma felt fear. I feel like he's lying, but that doesn't mean they're gonna die from that, right? Yeah, sure, they'll need some treatment after we're out of here, but we'll probably have a chance to meet them later down the line. Sniff, I'm so glad. They're okay, they're alive. Come on, Yuriko, let's pull ourselves together. Nika's story isn't finished after all. If I may continue, Ray would have probably found a way to contact the Foundation after she was kicked out of the program so she could arrest us. By Foundation, you mean the same one that Teruya was talking about? Yeah, the Kisaragi Foundation. We voids have been on bad terms with them for a long time. Foundation seems to also have history with the same person we were tracking down. They showed up almost every time to put a stop to our plans. Even though you did betray the voids, it is still a criminal association, right? If the Foundation is opposed to that, aren't the Foundation and Teruya the good guys? Criminal association, well, I guess I can deny it. But still, I don't have good things to say about the Foundation. That's precisely why we didn't call Teruya to this meeting. Of course, as the betrayer of the Void, I'm planning to atone for my sins and meet up with the Foundations once this is over. Anyway, so this Ray person is trying to sabotage the Void's plan, right? Yep, I don't know what she actually did, but the snow in the giant tower is definitely their doing. Mikado seems to have wisely constructed multiple protection layers, but it seems like this somehow went true. Okay, I feel like he's lying, because Hajime and Emma's reaction to the execution was definitely not one of like, oh no, I'm gonna lose my memories. It would definitely seem like a reaction of, oh my god, my life is about to end. But maybe I misread it, I don't know. Babel's tower, whatever it's for, it is certainly a big punch in the face for Mikado. Even his magic seems to not work inside there. Really? Is it finally my chance to beat the hell out of him? Sorry, I quit joking. Well, actually, I think this is our perfect chance. Mikado's magic was like the ability only he had the privilege to use in this world. Now that that's useless, killing him doesn't sound that far-fetched anymore. No, I was joking, Nikkei. You shouldn't resort to killing. The first priority is to escape and survive, remember? And even if we kill him, that doesn't mean he'll die. Well, I mean, in the real world, that is. Well, just killing him here and kicking out of this world will be enough to foil his plans. Let's think about that later. Anyways, I was going to tell you all this sooner or later, but ever since we've arrived, things have changed. To be precise, it changed for the better for us, since the Foundation is helping us. Now will be your chance. We'll finally have the advantage against Mikado. Good, what exactly should we be doing, specifically? Well, we should set our goals to escape this place altogether. I don't know about the exact details of this place, but Mikado must have made a way to safely escape this place. Or else you would be stuck inside as well. The simplest way to escape would be to kill yourself, but then you would lose your memory. And the side effects, and it gets messy. So what exactly is that escape route? I don't know, but there should be a gap in the program now that the Foundation has intervened. What if he's just bullshitting us and we are in real life and he's just trying to make us kill ourselves? Well, there should be a gap in the program now that the Foundation has intervened. An object that shouldn't be here, the Tower of Babel. We should search for clues there, there must be something. Nika, this is just a theory, but don't you suppose the reset codes are the clues we're looking for? And what are the reset codes really? Why didn't Mikado tell us the identity of these? That, I don't know, we avoided when informed of any of that. So it was just Mikado acting on his own? We're just theorizing about how the books from the tower may contain the reset codes. I did consider the possibility. If the Tower of Babel was created because of the Foundation, then the reset codes in those books might be a crucial clue for us. I personally think the reset codes aren't our safest best bet out of here. But alright, let's also take that into consideration when investigating. Yeah, alright, now that we finally have a goal, it pumps me up with determination. It's honestly easier said than done, really. Mikado might seem like that, but he should be preparing a backup plan from behind the scenes. Not to mention the enormous amount of time it will take to search that whole tower. Nikkei, no matter how hard it is, we'll be able to achieve something if we're together. Just you giving us this many information and setting us a goal is more than enough to motivate us. Yeah, and once we get out, we'll be able to meet those guys again. Yeah, you know, Nikkei, you're a really nice guy, alright? Don't praise me that much, I just did my job. It's not like I'm doing this for you. A 10 out of 10 Yuriko impression. Bravo. But I'm nothing like that. I think he's lying. I think he's lying about the whole they're not actually dead, they just lose their memories thing. Because Emma and Ajume's reaction, and also, why would Emma be so scared of dying if this doesn't matter? Like, so did I say Emma? Sorry, I meant Irua. Why would Irua be so afraid of dying if this is all a simulation? I think he's lying about that, or he's mistaken. Honestly, most of it was hard to believe that the people who died here are actually alive in a virtual world. But Nikkei believed in us and told us everything he knew. And our souls, which were wandering without any fate or cause for the future, were lighted with hopes. I think he's lying. Maybe he's just lying to give us hope to like fight back, but really they are them. It's not like the situation had really changed yet, but the fact that we were able to establish a common goal in this fearful situation was a miracle. When that hope was bestowed in our hearts, our bonds, which were getting a bit loose from all these events, had begun to strengthen. Now let's summarize the stuff we have to do. Our first and foremost priority is escaping this place. We can worry about Mikado and the voids after that. Escaping the virtual world means escaping the killing game after all. Getting rid of the imminent threat of death is most important. You're right, and the clues for escape, including the reset codes, are probably located in the structure that's out of place, the Tower of Babel. So we should mostly do our investigation there from now on. I guess the fact that we're searching without knowing a clue we're searching is the same as always. But because the Tower of Babel is an irregularity, even for the void, it feels like there really is something waiting for us. Let's keep up what we've been doing. So can we ignore every other location? Well, if you want to hear from a former void, this island is officially a failure. Now that you know that this is a virtual world, a lot of stuff didn't properly load on this island. Could you speak English for me? Simply put, because the Tower of Babel suddenly appeared and this plan went south, all the other locations just lost their purposes. No, it wouldn't hurt to just gloss over them. They should be empty if I'm not mistaken. Just the tower alone will take most of their time. We probably won't have much spare time anyways. I guess so. The previous island didn't have anything when we searched every single spot. So I guess things wouldn't be different here as well. Yes. Alright, so what should we do? Now that we're set on, let's start immediately. Wait, I want to ask you something, Nikkei. What is it, Yuki? I never heard of a virtual reality tech that is this developed. If it's true, it must be something that has been hidden from the public. Does that mean that the Void is an association big enough to get their hands on such tech? Well, as I said before, most of the tech was covered by Mikado, and I'm just asking you one thing. You said you were looking for someone to help you a long time ago, right? Why would you go this far just to find someone? There must be more to it, right? Why would you create a plan of this scale? Why are you dead set on finding this man? Yuki, let's face it, who the heck is he if you need to VR tech and a couple of lives just to meet him? Yuki, even if you don't know about the plan and the tech, you should know about the motive. I still have a lot more to ask, but this alone I cannot just ignore. You're right, just simply meeting a person isn't our only objective. I know you may find this hard to believe, but that guy... Sorry to intrude, but you weren't by any chance talking about Master Utsuro, What? Whoa, when did you... Have you forgotten? Mikado used teleport. Call me whenever and I'll come to you anytime, anywhere. I'm like Desperate Incarnate. Well, nobody asked for you, so get out. Wait, Mikado, did you say Utsuro? Yes, Master Utsuro. He's a Void's cause. He's the one who, as Voids, will ask everything to meet again. Come again? Utsuro? Is that the guy Nikkei was talking about? No, I doubt it's his real name. But more importantly, Mikado Sonoji, who said that you're welcome here. Nah, don't make such an angry popui face, Nikkei. Weren't we the best Void buddies? Shut your mouth, just the fact that I was comrades with you is disgraceful. Have you already forgotten? I betrayed the Voids. I even said that in your face. To hell with you in the Void. He's right, you little brat. No one's on your side anymore. It might just be for us now, but everyone will turn their back against you one by one. We're not gonna let you do things your way. Let me lay down our plan. 1, we'll survive and escape. 2, we crush your plans. Man, isn't everyone in high spirits after just hearing that virtual world mumbo jumbo? Huh? How did you know? What? I just assumed that your precious ally Nikkei would have told you that. Don't tell me he hasn't. I knew he was gonna mess things up like this. This is exactly why I held this meeting in private in my room. Get the hell out, Mikado. Oh, look at a little Mikado. I guess you're feeling much better after the fuss you had in the tower, We heard everything from Nikkei about the virtual world and about her plans are ruined now. Well, it's true that I did take a hit from Nikkei leaving. It's true that the plans are a bit off course, however, who cares? The result has already been decided. Isn't that right, Nikkei? What do you mean? What the hell? You know him better than anyone else, don't you, Nikkei? Whatever process, whatever events we come across, it doesn't matter. The moment we cross that starting line, our destination is set. The system is rigged, and you know it better than anyone. I do find it mildly annoying that some unexpected things are happening, but I decided to ignore it. I mean, why should I care? After all, you're already doing your job so well. What? No, I'm just saying you're doing fine. Just keep up the good work. It's like I don't have to dirty my hands anymore. Just know this, well, you probably already knew, but in front of his power, me, you, everyone, we're all just puppets, just waiting for the grand climax. You bastard. No, be careful, Nikki. Unlike the tower, my magic persists here, and so do the school rules. I sincerely do hope that you don't end your life miserably just because of something you did in the spur of the moment. So the school rules don't apply in the tower? That could be relevant for the murder. You're still such a useful pawn after all. Yeah. Really, the amount of fun I get from messing with you, Nikkei, it's almost as fun as Teruya. Poor Nikkei, forgetting the most important facts. No matter how hard you struggle, you'll never kill me or beat me. You'll never win. And a parting farewell quote for all you sorry lot who are in the same boat as this poor fellow. Us Voids are very talented liars. What? I meant it in the most literal sense ever. The Voids, including me, are a club full of liars in many ways. Seems like you aren't a trusted leader you taught yourself to be, Nikkei. Oh dear, I might get myself murdered if I stay any longer. Time flies when you're having fun, after all. Well then, the Joker will not take his leave. Good luck on your worthless struggles. He's gone. I guess it's his usual magic. He's the same as ever outside that tower. I don't think I've ever seen him that happy. Like you've known him for a long time? What do you mean? Nikkei, what do you mean by that? Nikkei, you still haven't answered my question. Who's that Utsuro guy, you guys? Fuck. That piece of shit can't win. Cannot change the outcome. Suck my balls so you'll see this time it's different. I'll grind his dog shit face through a blender. Fuck. Nikkei? Sorry, but let's call it a day for now. If we stay any longer, you'll notice everything, even if it's inside my room. At least I'm safe because he thinks I'm so fucking weak compared to his mighty ass. If we have plenty of time, I'll answer your question later. Leave for now. But I said leave. Leave me the fuck alone. Alright, Nikkei, call us for the next meeting. Shinji. Let's leave, Sora. After that horrible event with Mikado, we decided to listen to Shinji's words and leave Nikkei's room. Okay. Gee, I've never seen him that mad. Nika did say that the reason he betrayed the Voids was because of his rage towards Mikado. I guess he wasn't joking about the raging part. So, what should we do? I mean, it's good that Nika's helping us. But if this goes on, he'll end up killing Mikado for real. I mean, who doesn't? The wanting to kill him part is probably normal. But the amount of rage he's built up as Void towards Mikado is on a different level. And it really was like that. When Nika told us to leave, not a single one of us could refute his words. We could literally feel his murderous intent radiating from him. Let's get moving. We can't accomplish anything by standing idly here anyways. Siobai might see us. Now that we have a goal, we should investigate like we always do. Before we split up, can I have a word? What is it, Yuki? Just how much of Nika's word do you think are true? What? What do you mean? You heard Mikado, the Voids are full of liars. Yeah, let's listen to that guy. I don't think I can completely trust Nika. You with this again? I told you, if you don't believe, there's nothing that will change from this situation. Then would you rather believe Mikado's words over Nika's? No, I'm not suggesting that, but honestly, the virtual world part didn't seem real just yet, and the dead people being alive even more so. Yuki. Huh? If everyone already knows about that without you explicitly detailing everything. Just a few moments ago, I was on about the world not being possible, and I assume it's the same for the others as well. But like Shinji said, rather than doubting the credibility of the info, we should be trusting each other as people. I don't care how much you doubt Nika, but if you're going to, keep it to yourself. Stop blurting your theories, it's just letting everyone's spirits down. Of course I Nika, but he's still putting his stress on us and trying his best. We should try to repair that. Jericho. I guess so, sorry. I won't try to doubt Nika anymore. I'm not saying that you should blindly trust him. I'm all for questioning about the suspicious details, but we should listen to his answers. Well, if he does turn out to be a liar, it won't be too late to beat the heck out of him once we're out of here, right? Right, there's no reason to fight among yourselves. Yuriko, you've said well. And by the way, isn't it dangerous for us to just stand here on the boys' hallway? True, Siobai and Teruya might hear us. We should end it here until Nika calls us again. We should investigate the tower some more. The only thing I felt like you might be lying about is everyone being alive. I feel like you might have just said that to get us like hopeful. Sorry, it's only the afternoon and I'm already tired. We investigated a new island, picked up some weird books, and listened to Nika's crazy story. All in the span of one day. That aside, Nika told us a lot of things, hasn't he? The virtual world, that everything we see, hear, and feel right now is made up. It's certainly hard to believe, but if it was true, we might have hope that the fallen amongst us are being still alive. And avoids objective for going this far. Utsuro, was it? Ah. Utsuro? 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 Huh? Why am I paying this much attention to you? Do I need a reason? You saved me from hell itself. If you didn't, my life wouldn't have any meaning. As such, I will default the rest of my life to you. I know I'm being irresponsible and selfish, but still, I want to ask you this favor. That you, wherever, whenever, will let me be with you for all eternity. That's Akane, right? That has to be Akane. Ah, this is not the time for daydreaming. I should get moving. Everyone should already be at the tower investigating. I should hurry as well. I will be very surprised if we're not Akane in some way, shape, or form. What's my name? Yeah, I can do some free time. I want to go see what that room I missed in the tower was. Is that the room that Monokuma or Monokuro took us to? Oops. Yeah, what's in here? I haven't gone to this room. A statue of somebody made of 100% gold. The statue is too damaged to recognize anyone. Okay, is this Akane? I guess. Oh, there's something here. Yeah, Akane would be next to Ayame, so yeah. Still kinda hang out with you? You're being such a bitch. Jesus Christ. Okay, who am I hanging out with? Okay, right. Tower of Battle Power. Oh, you can't go to specific rooms in wait, can you? No, you can go to specific rooms in the Tower of Babel. Actually have to walk over, and you actually have to walk in the tower. Keep what I told you as secret as possible. Porn mag. Huh, what's this, a gift? This is a great scoop, that's awesome, thank you so much. Nika likes it a lot. Will you look at the pretty lady walking by? Of course, it's none other than Sora, good thing I ran into you. Hello. No. Just no. Good thing. Good thing? Good thing. I'm happy to see you. So then, what business do you have with me? Well, I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind chatting with me. Well, sure. Sorry, I want to get out of here as soon as possible. Me too. I'm enraged just thinking about it. Every minute we're trapped here is another minute out of reach of all the exclusive news. But wouldn't you say it's even more exclusive for us to be in a situation like this? Huh? You're right, of course, you're well informed when it comes to these sorts of things, Sora. But even as we speak right here and now, we're missing out on all sorts of interesting incidents other than our conundrum. Being unable to cover all those potential articles is an humiliation as a journalist. You seem to really like your job, Nika. Is that so? You're like this every time we chat, and you never talk about anything but interviews. I suppose I do think I was born just for the sake of interviewing others. So Nika, are you always just interviewing others without ever giving yourself a break? I guess it's hard to say. The act of interviewing itself is no different from relaxing to me. There are plenty of other hobbies other than conducting interviews, you know? Oop. I haven't thought about that stuff before. Even if there's no age restriction on writing articles, succeeding as a journalist at my age isn't easy. Interviews are a battle of wits to a competition. Being late by even a second makes your article old news. Since I lack the experience of grown journalists, I have no choice but to compete in volume. Volume? Getting in even just an extra minute of interviewing while said grown journalists are resting. If it weren't for these extra efforts, I wouldn't have the qualifications to take the title of Ultimate Journalist. Wouldn't that be overworking yourself? It's fine, I only do it because I like to anyways. Even then, your life as an individual, if it's alright with you, can I interview you, Nika? What? You'll interview me? Since you're always the interviewer, Nika, you've never been the interviewee, have you? I've learned some interview tricks from following you around the past few days, so I'll give it a shot. It could be fun. Give me a few days to get ready. It'll be difficult to start right here and now. I'm sorry? Interviewers aren't the only ones who need to be prepared for it. The interviewees gotta pull their weight too. I'll call for you next time. Prepare yourself until then. Relationship has raised from 3 to 4. An excited Nikkei ran off at full speed to who knows where. And so ends another long and tiresome day. The snowstorm outside doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon, and there wasn't any new info from the tower as well. But it's still been just a day since we've learned the truth from Nika. The investigation has just started, and we have plenty of time. Let's keep this up and do our best tomorrow as well. Okay. Wait, weren't we supposed to go... Wait, weren't we supposed to go do the thing with Monokuma? That was daily, right? I looked out the window just before I fell asleep. Black smoke were rising from the bottom. Come to think of it, I'm stuck on a ship that's been torn to shreds by crashing onto the port. There were no signs of smoke inside, nor was the ship inclined at all. I guess from these signs, the virtual world story might not be far-fetched at all, huh? Even after these proofs that the crazy scenery before me could be in the virtual world, the fatigue that I felt undoubtedly real caused me to still have doubts about that theory. As my thoughts were still struggling amongst these inner conflicts, my drowsy mind slowly drifts away. What, did we just forget about that? But alas, that was the last night we slept on the comfy bed of the monocruise. Hmm? Days were restored by one. Whoa, what's the time right now? I forgot that there were no morning announcements anymore with Monocro going haywire. Phew, I didn't oversleep. I guess getting up this early somehow became a habit. I should wash myself and head to the diner. We always say we're gonna wash ourselves, but we never do. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Did you sleep well? Kinda. How about you? Yeah, so. I honestly thought I wouldn't, considering the outside state on this ship. But the insides were perfectly fine, so I kinda dozed off peacefully. Only the polygons on the outside model of the monocruise would have been damaged. The virtual space inside the ship is a totally different story. I see. If it really is the truth, then this is one heck of a VR tech. Could anyone explain to me what he said, please? What are the others? So Wai and Teruya aren't usually here anyways, and Kato I have no idea. And Yura seems to be in a bad condition again. She said that she'd take the food to her room. Hurry up and eat, Sora. We're going to need all the strength today after all. You're right. Well then, don't mind if I do. So Monocro will be gathering all of us around lunchtime, right? Him? What for? What do you mean what for? We talked about this yesterday. We need to pick a random book every single day at the Tower of Babel. Okay, so it's... okay. Oh yeah, since the books may contain info about the reset codes, how about we all take a piece of paper and a pen with us there? Huh, the reset codes. I wonder what will happen if we do manage to solve them. What? Is there something on my face? Nothing. It's probably useless to even ask. Hey, what's with that disappointed look? Can you answer? No, the reset codes in the technical parts were all Pansoyo and Mikado, so... sigh. I still told you a lot of stuff, remember? I did my best to help you all. Who said you didn't? I didn't say you were useless or anything. I just sighed just cuz. What, you feel guilty or something? Are you trying to tease me or something? Now that the morning act from our comedy duo is over, why don't we get moving? Comedy duo? What? And with Tim of all people? We should investigate by ourselves in the morning, and assuming the announcement is made around the same time as yesterday, we should gather up and report with our pens and paper then. Well, technically speaking, we'll already all be in the same place anyway, since we're all investigating the tower. After breakfast, we decided to search mainly the tower, just like we discussed yesterday. Let's see, a pen and paper. I'm not missing anything, right? Alright, let's do our best today. Alright, we can finish the free time with Nikkei. Power room again. Really curious where the story is gonna go, because it seems like a lot of endgame stuff is kind of already happening in chapter 4. Maybe this game doesn't even have 6 chapters, I don't know. Who knows? But I told you as soon as possible, yeah. What do you like? You like the cursed book. Remember that. Ah, Sora, I've been waiting for you. Huh? For what? What else but your promised interview? I prepared a ton of interview material, so much that I couldn't bring all of it. Let's go to my room. Now go on, ask away. Nikkei, did you prepare all of this? Of course, interviews aren't a matter you can afford to take lightly. You can't strive for anything less than perfection for the core of all articles. Now go ahead, I bet your heart's just pounding in anticipation. Don't worry about holding back, Sora, anything's okay. Then, Nikkei, what's the size of your penis? I wasn't expecting that sort of question at all. No more importantly, what kind of question was that? Alright, pay back. Nikkei, I did tell you that I wanted to interview— oh, because he asked for their boob size at the beginning. I did tell you that I wanted to interview you. Really, I just wanted a chance to learn more about you. Learn more about me. We never talk about anything other than interviews, Nikkei. How about having a normal conversation for a change? Sorry, I told you this last time, but to me, interviewing is everything. Interviews are my work, interviews are my hobby, and they're my specialty too. It's not just you having no distinction between work and daily life. You don't feel any regret watching your fellow students enjoying their own unique daily lives? I don't have a problem with it or anything, but I have no idea why you're going so far with it. Why so? We're friends. You have no friends. You're an idiot. We're friends! Because we're friends. Friends. That's the first time someone has said that to me. I guess that's exactly it. I think you're the first person up until now to be curious about me. Honestly, outside of interviews and work-related meetings, I haven't had a laid-back conversation like this ever. Is this what friends are like? It's a bit embarrassing. Do you think men and women can be friends, Nikkei? I do. Even before men to women, I see us talking person to person, and I don't hate the ever-enthusiastic Nikkei. Is that so? Such a fascinating feeling this is. Although the situation is a bit much, even then, I definitely think it's fortunate that I've met all of you. If it's possible, rather than friends. Yes? It's nothing. Anyways, thanks, Sora. Alright, from this day forward, I'm going to try my best to branch out to hobbies other than journalism. I'll help you through it. Right. I feel an unbreakable bond of trust with Nikkei. I don't think anything in the world could damage the connection that's between us. Raiding all the boys' underwear. Oh yeah, this scrum debate skill. Pretty useless, but it's fine. I don't think I've ever gotten a single answer wrong in a scrum debate ever. Like even in the mainline games. After spending some time in Nika's room, I returned to my own. Ooh, greetings, comrades. Please gather at the Oracle Room in the Tower of Babel immediately. We'll be very sorry if you're late. It's a shame it's that same event as yesterday. Now that I'm carrying a pen and paper, I should be ready to go straight to the tower. That reminds me, if Nika's telling the truth, then Monokuro should be an imaginary being inside this virtual world. So does that mean the reason for him acting this weird is because of the intervention from outside? Now that's a smart theory, if I do say so myself. I should propose this later to Nika. Sora fucking being proud of herself for coming up with that. I went to the tower amidst the harsh snowstorm. We're all here. Yeah, everyone's here. Why is it so quiet in here? After having full party members would have made for a much livelier atmosphere. Why is it, I wonder? Why is everyone keeping their mouth shut? Oh, I wonder what that is. Did something happen to you? Or would you shout at me, Kato? Now, why would you suddenly shout at me? We haven't had an event with this many people for a while. Why don't we let loose for once? Well, personally, I hate that this tower is prohibiting my use of magic. But experiencing the life of a boring, normal human being is a refreshing touch. It says you're all here, Oh, he finally opened his mouth. Sorry for the late start, then let's get right to it. From now on, you need to assemble here every day to pick one of those books. We know you said that yesterday. When your name is called, just come forward and pick any book inside the book. Inside the book contains helpful info. If you're lucky, that is. Why don't you try your good fortune, will you? Enough with the explanation, we all know by now. Why are you repeating the same words again? Once you pick a book, you can take it only on the spot. After that, you must return it back to the shop. If you don't, it will be punishment time. Now let's start with B001. Come on out and pick your book. She's not even listening to us. Monoko seems to have gone haywire. I see. I guess the wild condition has been stuck in a complete loop. Shady programming. Then of course it's the same routine again, seeing that I'm the first this time as well. Mikado went ahead, picked the book, and returned to his position, same as yesterday. Well, to be honest, this has no use to me. What do you mean? Do I really need to answer that? Well then, I hope the best for you. Stop your ass, you'll see. Once we find the clues to escape this place, you'll... Shinji, stop your whining and just get your book already. Oh, okay, sorry. Next is K003 This time, because we all knew the drill and we just simply got straight to the chase to pick our book, it didn't take long for everything to be over. This was our second meeting, and if there was anything notably different this time, was that we all wrote down the letters we saw in the book. When we say we all wrote down, is that including Siobai and Teruya? Or... And Siobai, who lingered quite a long time on the books, didn't even take a look at his today. So are we the only ones left? Yeah, double check to see if there was no one at the door. We all wrote down the letters, right? But it looks like it's a different combination than yesterday. I thought for sure I picked the one I picked yesterday. But since all the books have the same cover and look the same, I think I picked a different one. One question that would help us if we were lucky. Perhaps most of it is useless info, and we're supposed to somehow randomly pick the real one among them. Well then, being the reset codes is still just a theory. We still soon know if it's true or not. Even if it's luck-based, we have 6 codes on our hand. We will soon know. Even if that has no effect on your own handbooks, let's take turns and then put all of these one by one. Let's all start with the ones they've received. Are we ready? Wait, why? What would actually happen if we do get it right? This is the first time Mikado did us dirty, and this may be another trap of his. We've been through that already. The rewards we might get from this outweighs the risk of this being a trap. If something happens, then we'll find a way to deal with it. Right now, we're in a critical need of info. If you're always ready, then is it alright to start? Yeah, let's input them. The usual reset code screen popped up. Let's see, now let's input the letters that I wrote down. The reset code is incorrect. Incorrect. It seems like it wasn't the right one. Same here. Did everyone fail? No, I didn't expect us to get it first try. How about we swap codes then? Like Shinji said, we each inputted the 6 codes one by one into our handbooks, but the results were the same. Whoever's code we had entered, the same error message popped up. Nothing happened. It's not working. I give up. If you ask me, it would be much more beneficial to search this tower than you bet on your luck. On something Mikado's prepared. Darn, I hope something would come out of this. Well, this isn't our only chance. We'll probably be doing this for a while, so let's have another go tomorrow. This was rad, and besides, this wasn't our original objective, right? Honestly, I don't have a clue what the reset codes are for. Yet this was always a side goal. We should return to our original focus and investigate the tower. And let's leave this for now. Be careful not to get spotted by the others in the tower. I'll get some hot chocolate from the store or something. You guys keep on with your investigation. Oh, sorry, could I tag along? I need something to warm myself. Wait, what? Then I'm coming with you. I need some coffee. Well, look who's popular. It's not funny, Nikkei. Alright, so we'll be right back from the convenience store. So good luck. No one die. Good luck, everyone. Yep, have a safe trip. Unfortunately, we didn't gain any new info about the reset codes. But as Yuriko said, this wasn't our original goal, so no one would really put down that much. The others seemed okay about it, and our atmosphere was still energetic as before. That was the end of the book meeting for today, and we had made our way to the store. However, what we did not expect was that something big was already on its course, and it was already too late to stop it. Ooh. So we're not as cold as outside. The tower's pretty chilly, don't you think? Well, we do have some leftovers of hot packs, but if we're going to search every little corner, it's going to take a lot of time. So better bring some more. Good call. All right. So what are you doing, Yuriko? Let's sleep already. Yuriko? What's the matter? What? Huh? Is that? Just as we were about to leave for the store, something had stood in the way in front of us. And that something was the tower's door being blocked with chains and locks. You're saying this out loud, sir. You gotta be kidding me. How are we supposed to leave this place if it's like this? Step aside for a bit, Yuriko. Dang it, it didn't move an inch. It wasn't like this a few moments ago. Who in the world would do something like this? Me. Teruya? Wait, what? You're telling me you're the one who did this? What do you think you're doing? Let us out already. Oh, Jesus. Teruya? Wait, that's not a gun, is it? Shut up if you want to live. From now on, you'll listen to every word I say. If you resist, I'll shoot you on the spot. What? Who do you think you... I said shut up! Teruya, are you out of your mind? You realize that if you kill us, you'll have to get through the class trial, remember? Who cares? The fact is, I can kill you through right here, right now, if I wanted to trial or not. Don't believe me? Then who wants to volunteer? No one was able to speak up after that. He wasn't the Teruya we used to know. His eyes were telling the truth, that he could seriously kill someone if he wanted to. What do you want from us? Sora. There's no need for us to risk defying him, and knowing him, he wouldn't do this without any reason. Let's first hear what he has to say. Turn your backs and walk towards the stairs. Once you're there, go straight up to the break room at the top. Break room? Where would you take us? If you talk back one more goddamn time, I'll shoot your brains out on the spot. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't make this any more difficult than just do as I say. Yes, sir. We had no idea how or when he got a gun in his hands. But as of now, there was no way for us to oppose Teruya in his state. We silently walked to the break room as told. When we entered the break room, as we were told, there was Nika and the gang waiting for us. You guys... So are you two? What's going on right now? Siobai's not here, but he's alone, so it's probably safe to just leave him out. From now on, you'll have to live your lives here. What? What do you mean? You'll be stuck here in this very break room under my supervision from now on. But don't worry, I'll provide you with proper 3 meals per day, and you can request anything else for your handbooks. Except for mealtimes and special requests, you won't be seeing much of me from now on. With minimal contact with you guys, I'll try to find ways to contact the outside world. So until then, you'll not be allowed to escape this room whatsoever. The sudden, unexpected, yet outrageous event that proceeded in front of our eyes. I mean, he was a man with a gun, but even so, what he claimed was crazy even beyond that. So basically, he wanted to... So you're telling me you're basically imprisoning us in this room indefinitely? Indefinitely? Are you kidding me? We're already sick of being stuck on this island because of Mikado. Aren't you doing the same thing as him? Oh, I get it. You're a filthy void, aren't you? You're in Mikado. Me a void? You really think you're in the place to spout those crazy ideas? Did you get fucking influenced by Kinja? Why, Teruya? Why would you do such a horrible thing? You must realize that everything I'm doing is all for you. Just to keep everyone alive. I should know better than anyone out here. In this situation, this is the only surefire way to prevent any more casualties. This is what he would have done, I'm sure. I don't think you should be taking cues from Kinjo. What? How can this be something for us in any way? Sure, being together 24 hours will prevent any murders from happening, but we won't be able to accomplish anything. It doesn't matter what you do or think. The Foundation always takes first priority in saving human lives, no matter the cost. I'll protect your lives, even if that's the last thing you make me do. And this is the best way to accomplish that. You don't even need to worry about escaping this place. We just have to wait for the Foundation to come and rescue us. Are you still on that? Just keep this one thing in mind. If you try to defy me or try to escape this room, then I will consider that person as a void, or someone who poses potential danger to the group, and I'll take care of them myself. Take care? You don't mean killing them for real, do you? Oh yes, I will. And for the others, and the others for allowing such an act. I'll make everyone pay responsibility and kill every last one of you as well. That's how far I will go to preserve the order and peace from now on. Teruya keeping his status as the worst boy in the series. So please, I'm doing this to keep you safe, so let's keep it that way. No one even tried to stand up to him. He was beyond the point of insane. No words were going to make sense to him as of now. A few days ago, during the short trial, we had met someone similar. Kanade Otonokoji. No logical words that made sense to her, because she was someone who was beyond insane. And talking to Teruya right now was like trying to talk to Kanade back then. Whatever made him like this right now, no common sense would have worked against Teruya. Seems like everyone understood. Good, believe me, it pains me to do this, but this is the only way to save everyone. I should have done this earlier. If I had, I would have saved more lives. I understand that it will be painful for you guys, but I beg you to endure it, just for a few days. I'll provide you with meals and everything you need till then. Oh, and I cannot thank you enough for listening to me. You can trust I won't let anyone else die anymore. Okay, Kinjo. Even after you left the room, the silence among us lingered for quite a while. I'm just thinking. Okay. Just a few moments ago, I was thinking, like, is the person we think is Teruya actually Kinjo and they fucking swapped bodies and when they went in the simulation or something? But no, I don't think that's the case. Just a few moments ago, we had high spirits about investigating this tower. Why did it have to come to this? Damn it, it seems like he changed the door and it won't budge at all. Wait, are we seriously trapped in this room for real? It came and went by so suddenly that I just let it happen like that. We need to leave, we have no time to waste right now. Alright, Yuki, step aside, we'll just have to use brute force to— Isn't Monoko going to kill us for sleeping outside of our dorms? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Huh? Who? Oh! Breaking school property is not welcome in a school environment, or so they say. Why are you jacked? A voice that popped up from the corner of the room. A playful, annoying voice that makes you want to punch the person who made that voice as soon as you hear it. That voice belonged to none other than Mikado, who is roped to one of the pillars, half naked. Eek, pervert! A pervert me? Oh, how your words hurt my heart, Uro. To be frank, I'm one who bears many fetishes, but exhibition and bondage? That's going a bit too far, even for my taste. What the hell is wrong with you? And were you here from the start? Mikado, you brat. He's probably up to something right now. Now hold on just a moment, everyone. I'm also a victim this time. Just like you people, I've been punched in the gut by Teruya. Quite literally, I tell you. By Teruya, explain yourself. So Teruya beat you down, stripped you, and roped you to this pillar? That's correct. Can you see my swollen cheek? He was holding me at gunpoint while doing that. I guess there's one good thing that came out of all this. How could you? Would you please let me go? Why would we ever do that? Well, this is a first change. Why didn't you stay like that for the rest of your life? Wait, isn't this a bit odd? If Teruya really did beat Mikado up, isn't that against the rules? Oh, you're right. But why isn't he getting punished? That's because the rules are a bit messed up after what happened to Monokuro. Okay, so we can't sleep here. What's that supposed to mean? Whoa, guys, check out the rules tab on your handbooks. Huh. I wonder if that if it would have been messed up when I checked it earlier. If it just started being messed up now. There's some parts of the rules are still active, but some of them are deleted. Wait, but the part about violence without the intent of murder was still there. Wait, the last one was the rule about Mikado not being able to use magic for murder, right? So he's allowed to do that right now? What on earth? The rule tab was glitched out, like there was some critical errors with it. What's with the screen? Is the handbook broken? It wasn't like this just a while ago. When did it turn like this? I'm not sure what happened myself, but something's happening because of this damn tower, I tell you. This tower is causing glitches to Monokuro, the handbook, and possibly the whole killing school trip. So from what I understand, the ones that aren't glitching out work fine, correct? That's how it is for now. I did try to stop Shinji from breaking the door down, remember? That's rule 10 on the handbook, and that rule should still be active since that screen is working perfectly fine. The part about the killer of the black in the Clash Royale escaping to the outside world was also, the word escaping was blurred out, so I don't know if that's different. What does he mean by that? I didn't quite catch it yet. I see, the rules with screen glitching out aren't being properly implemented right now. So it's possible for something like that to happen? In retrospect, Teruya probably knew about this beforehand. If he's trapping us in here, that means he would have to sleep here. We would have to sleep here. Which definitely breaks the rule where we have to sleep in our rooms. And that rule was glitched out, meaning that it wouldn't cause any problem for us to sleep here tonight. It changes literally nothing in this situation. We're still stuck here. Sigh, honestly, I never expected Teruya to pull such an act. You look quite calm despite all this, Mikado. Are you sure your plan will be fine when there's this many discrepancies? Well, I'm sure they'll all work out anyhow. I think that we're trapped by the likes of this guy. It makes me feel angry at myself. If you feel mad, then just hit the lad. Wait, what? What is the meaning of this, Nike? Nike? I've been waiting for this moment. I've been saving up a lot, Mikado. You were gonna kill him at this point? Stop it, Nike. Wait, are you sure it's okay to do that? What if Mikado was lying and the rules were actually still active? I guess we're still fine. So the part about the rules being inactive was true. Mikado, he's fainted. Just forget him. Now look at this. The rules related to the Clash Trial are still here. If Mikado somehow dies from this, there's going to be a Clash Trial for him. Sorry, I got too emotional. I just couldn't control myself after seeing Mikado's defenseless body. He's not worth your punches. He's already immobilized anyway. And since his magic doesn't work here, he's no threat to us for now. Putting Mikado aside, we really need to do something about the situation we're in. But we still can't break school property, so what are we supposed to do? I don't think there's any secret exits out of this room or whatever. Guys, let's try to think positively for now. Bro, we're going to investigate the tower anyways, remember? Since we're stuck here, let's first investigate this room. Look at the number of books here. It would take days to search everything. Let's try to make the best of the situation, search every corner of this room, yeah? Make sure to poop in the poop corner. Don't poop in the middle of the room. Do it in the poop corner so it doesn't stink up the entire room. Investigate this room, but we still can't be stuck here forever. We do need to find a way to escape eventually. Let's try to persuade Teruya. He said that he'll take care of our meal, so we'll return to this room and to bring them to us. That'll be our only chance. We should calmly try to talk our way out. He didn't seem like someone who we could talk to just now. Are we sure it's safe to even try that? Teruya is a man of many secrets, like Nika said. We shouldn't just naively trust him. But I don't think he's the type of guy to do this without any reason. I agree. If he was actually someone this crazy, it should have shown during the times we spent together. If you guys think so, then let's do it. Besides, I don't think we have any other options. If only he didn't carry a gun. And it said, oh yeah, where did he get that gun from? Teruya's probably going to be here by supper time, so until then, let's try to investigate this room. And could someone provide Mikado with some first aid? What would we ever... is what I want to say, but you're right. I don't want to do another class trial because of that. Keeping him alive is probably for the best for my life's sake. I'll try to heal him up somehow. Talk about doing the opposite of what you want, huh? Alright then, let's get a move on. Are we the type to be down because of this? I don't think so. I mean, maybe, I think you kind of should be, but... Where's Hyobai? Is Hyobai out of the tower, or is he also locked in the tower, but just, like, escaping, avoiding Teruya? Despite the outrageous events, we hadn't given up. Rather, it seemed like the chaos somehow fueled us even more to stay together as a team. A few seemed like they were a bit anxious, but that wasn't enough for us to stop from investigating this place from top to bottom. We also had to investigate the room we're currently trapped in. We're already technically living a communal life on this island, but to think that our communal space would get shrunken again to a single room. I don't know if this was the intent Teruya had, but ironically, getting to be with one another all day long somehow strengthened our bonds. It seems like some are investigating while others are resting. I should get moving as well. During lockdown, you can spend time by either resting on the chair to your left or investigating with a friend. If you investigate, you'll get an experience point and your intimacy with such friend will increase. Okay. So this is where we're locked, huh? Where is this room in the... Oh, this is the Akane room, yeah? So this is the room at the very, very top of the tower. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna end here for now. This is very reminiscent of when they were trapped in the dance hall in the first game, right? I guess it's kind of recreating that. Dude, I hate Teruya so much. He's so annoying. Please, it would be so fucking awesome if he dies. If he dies as Shatter, and I learn later on that people who die in the virtual world do still die in real life, you know? Kanade will be dead, which is sad, but at least I know Teruya will be dead, which, you know, is at least a bit of a relief. Yeah, gonna end here for now. See you next time.